and I'll try to look at the start like this. And there we go, Nail has had a great start. Toby has has gotten stuck on the starting grid or whatever. Not sure what happened there, but oh, I think he was just setting up the race thing. So Toby has lost a lot of time already. He's currently behind, but we are doing 12 laps, and Nail is leading the way. Crazy Dude following behind in second place, and God of Darkness in third. Just like how the grid was formed. So, I think one of the battles that we could watch today is Crazy Dude versus Toby, because Toby is the owner of the league, he's very experienced, and to be honest, I was expecting him to win the qualifying and also the race. But yeah, Toby has lost a lot of time at the start. Crazy Dude is here for the first time, and Toby has a little slide there, which is also not good for his time. But first lap is done. Nail is leading, Crazy Dude is just 7 tenths behind, and Toby is 2.8 seconds behind. God of Darkness 3.3. So Toby has already gotten up one place. Oh, Toby goes a little bit wide into the wall. And crazy spins, but he manages to keep going. But again, time loss for him. And Toby has passed, or they are side by side, but I think he has passed now. Yeah, so Toby has already gotten up to P2. Now the thing is, can he pass Nail to get to P1? Can he get the race win, or is it going to Nail? We still have 10 laps to go. So definitely going to be a great fight to watch here. And Crazy Dude has not fallen too far behind yet, considering it is his first time. Of course he is losing time lap by lap, but not a massive amount of time. So Toby is now just a second behind Nail. He was over 2 seconds behind after the first lap, so he has made up a lot of time already. And he might very easily also pass Nail. So let's look at this fight for the race lead, not rally, I'm to use the rally. But Toby is catching up to Nail very quick, and you can see he's picking the most optimal lines. But Nail is not giving up yet, he's still trying to defend his place. But Nail goes a little bit wide there, Toby gets the inside line. But this is not quite yet enough. Nail is doing a great job here, still staying in first place. Toby goes a little bit with a wider line. And Nail still leads after lap 3, but Toby is just half a second behind now. Crazy Dude is 4.5. Oh, Toby has a slide. Oh, Nail also had a slide. Crazy Dude is 4.5 seconds behind. God of Darkness has not finished his third lap yet. He's there now, 20.5 seconds down. So I think the last two positions, P3 and P4, are going to stay the way they are. Unless Crazy Dude does any big mistakes, or anyone in front here does any big mistakes. But we are going to be looking at this fight between Nail and Toby. Nail goes wide, he goes off the track, and Nail has crashed into the wall, and Toby has taken over Nail. Nail has now has to fight back for the position. Toby does a little mistake here, they are side by side going into the last corner, and Nail might just pass him, and it's very close, and we can now see very shortly what the difference actually is, but it seems like they're side by side, and Nail is 2 tenths behind Toby, so extremely close fight here. Toby now, oh, Toby crashes into a wall, And Nail has gotten back to the leading position once again. Toby has another slide there. Each slide, of course, is going to cost even just a slight amount of time, so you don't want to be having them. It's also very easy to just spin out and crash slides, so you have to be careful. And also these slides, they cause more tire wear. And he's just had another slide there. So by the end of the race, the last laps can be very difficult if your tires are too worn out. So Nail has a bigger lead now because Toby has done some mistakes. Maybe he's pushing a little bit too hard and going past his own limits. But Nail has quite a lead for now. But of course, we just saw Toby be, I think it was 2.3 seconds down after the first lap, and he was 2 tenths ahead after fifth lap. So right now Toby is also 2 seconds behind Nail, but he's going to be trying to catch up. And what's important now for both of these drivers is to not do any mistakes. A single mistake for Nail could ruin his chances for the win, and also a single mistake for Toby can also ruin his chances. Crazy Dude is 8.2 behind, and that's actually not a massive amount. This could very easily be lost with a single spin, so if either Nail or Toby does a spin, then Crazy Dude could very easily get ahead. We are on lap 6. We are halfway done with this race after this lap. And God of Darkness may get lapped very shortly after a few laps. Nail is still leading, but at least it seems like Toby is catching up, and he is indeed now. It's just 7 tenths between them. So Toby is pushing again and trying to catch Nail. Nail goes a little bit wide there and has a little slide into the wall, but Toby does a big mistake here. Toby had a really good chance there with Nail's smaller mistakes, but Toby has just touched the wall and went into another wall. And Nail is very far off to the left there, so maybe he had another slide there. So Toby once again, Nail hits the wall, and that's a big mistake, and this is the mistake that could ruin your entire race, and Crazy Dude might be able to catch up now, but not quite. Crazy Dude is still too far behind, but Toby has a big lead now. But, of course, it's not over till it's over, and Toby also can do mistakes just like that. But he gets away with it, but again, that's like 2 seconds lost or something. And Nail is not that far behind. So, we just saw Toby in this exact position just a few laps ago, and now it's the other way around. And Nail is, I think, it's 2 seconds behind. So again, a simple mistake for Toby, and it could be swinging the other way around again. But for now, Nail is the one who has to fight for the lead. And it looks to me like Nail is getting closer. He's going very fast through the corners, but he does a mistake here and loses a little bit of time. But he is catching up to him. Toby goes into the wall. And of course, all these small taps off the wall and all these small slides, they all cost some time. And considering how close the times are here, how close these drivers are, every single mistake counts just like that again. And Nail goes ahead of Toby, because Toby does a little mistake there, but Toby is, of course, not giving up and still trying to fight back. Nail goes a little bit wide there on the exit. And the last corner of lap 8. So, Nail back in the lead. This is an absolutely insane race, and it's incredible that we get to see this with just 4 drivers on the grid. We are seeing one of the best battles of the league. So it's absolutely insane. Toby's just 2 tenths behind Nail after lap 8. We still have 4 laps to do. We are on lap 9. and it's it's an extremely close fight. Both of them keep doing some smaller mistakes. One gets ahead of the another. Toby does a mistake right there, but Nail could very easily also do a mistake later, and Toby could take back the lead again. This is swinging both ways during this entire race. This is one of the most epic battles I have seen in the history of this league. And it's absolutely incredible that we are getting to see every single second of it. Call of Darkness just pulling over there, maybe he just let them pass. Got clapped, so Nail is ahead by quite a bit more now, but not a lot, 1.3 seconds. This could very easily still be, like, Toby could very easily still get it back, even with just driving. There doesn't even need to be any mistakes, like, Nail just did a little slide there. This could already cost a couple tenths of a second. And yeah, this is just incredible. Again, another smaller mistake for Nail there. And I really hope that we can see more of these insane battles for other races of this season. RDD Live is RRR's partner now, so we are going to be live streaming every single race from this season. So you're going to see every single second of every single battle live, and hopefully we can also see some highlights or something, or maybe the full stream on YouTube. We'll see what we will do. But Toby's just 4 tenths behind now. This is 2 laps still to go. If it continues this way, it's going Toby's way. But Toby does a mistake here. He, again, almost spins. He slides into a wall and he loses time again. But Nail could also very easily still do mistakes. Though, Nail has kept it together a little bit more. There have been a lot of smaller mistakes for Nail too. Just like Toby did here, like these small slides. But I haven't really seen any like big hits into walls for the past like maybe 3 laps. I don't even really know. But yeah, this is just absolutely incredible. Toby goes too fast into this hairpin, way too fast, and goes into the wall, which just extends Nail's lead. And Nail has taken the last corner and he's going for the final lap now. This decides everything for this race. Nail has started the final lap. Toby 1.3 behind. Toby could still take it. We don't know. We can only see once they both cross the finish line. But this is an absolutely incredible battle. Toby is pushing too hard and Toby has spun. This is a proper spin now. And Toby may just have lost this race. Not lost the race, but lost the win at least with that mistake. Because this spin cost a lot of time. So Nail just needs to keep it together now and not do any mistakes. But of course he may not know that Toby has done this mistake. He may still think that Toby is behind him and getting closer. We don't know. Maybe he is looking behind. But there is not a lot to go now. Just one more corner and then this race is over. And Nail is heading for the win in Rising Sun. And what a great race this has been. Nail is crossing the finish line now and he wins the race. And Toby is passing the finish line second and he loses 8.5 seconds. So that spin was the one that ruined his chances for the win. But again, absolutely incredible race that we have seen here. Crazy Dude finishes third and he's 27.4 seconds behind. And Call of Darkness in the last corner right now has done a mistake, but he is now going for the final straight past the finish line very shortly. Oh, he goes into the pit. Oh yeah, Toby also gets a 5 second penalty because he got 10 corner cuts, I believe. So I actually forgot about that. So yeah, this is a 13.5 second win for Nail then.